Hey, what is up, Aquamigos? What is up, YouTube? How are you guys doing today? Thank you guys so much for joining me today. If you're new here, my name's Tobias, and welcome to Fish Fridays, where I upload new fish videos every Friday. Now, a handful of people have asked me about my AquaClear Aquarium filters, and I just ordered a new one for my 10-gallon that I hardscaped in last week's video. If you haven't seen that video, make sure you check that out after this one. So I thought this would be a good opportunity to do an unboxing, show you guys what these filters come with, and my overall opinion of them. This is my third AquaClear filter. I have one on my 15-gallon and I also have one on my 20-gallon. This one is the AquaClear 20 and it's good for 5 to 20 gallons. And I'll have the Amazon link to these filters down in the description of this video. They come in a variety of prices and sizes. This one in particular goes for $25.99. And let's go ahead and start off with the unboxing. Alright guys, so let's go ahead and take a look at the filter housing first. So if you look at it straight on, the right side is the compartment where you're going to put all your filter media, and then the left side is the side that the water gets sucked up into before moving over to the right side. If you look at this piece right here, that's the motor of the filter, and you can actually remove this. Let me go ahead and try to take it off right now, just to show you guys. And let me give you guys a close-up of this. If you see that white thing in the middle, that's the impeller. That's going to spin, and that's what's going to cause the suction. Now, one thing to keep in mind if you're ever cleaning this out or anything is do not lose that impeller, because if you have to buy a replacement, they're actually quite expensive. So let's go ahead and just put that back on. Let me see if I could remember how to do it. Oh yeah, there we go. All right, cool. Twist right on. And if you look down there, you can see the impeller through that hole. And if you see how there's this oval shape right there, that's because if you take this down stem right here and you go to attach it to the filter, see how the down stem is covering the hole where the impeller was? You can actually move it to the right so it covers less of that hole. The further to the right that you have it, the lower the flow rate of the filter will be. So by moving this right here, you can adjust the flow rate of the filter. Now, if we take another straight on look at the filter, you can actually remove this inside tray thing. And this will hold your different types of media. And as you can tell, there is a lot of room for media inside this filter, and this is one of the reasons a lot of people like these. If you look over here, it comes with a sponge for mechanical filtration. It comes with the activated carbon for that chemical filtration. And then it comes with this biomedia for the biological filtration. And then we have the intake for the filter. Some of the larger models will come with 2 of these so you can make a longer intake. And then it has this lid for the filter, and it just fits over the top like that. I almost forgot, we also have this small piece right here. And this is meant to attach to the bottom of the filter. And it's just meant to push against the back of your aquarium so your filter can sit leveled. And then last but not least, we have this mesh bag for the biological media. So let's go ahead and set this thing up. Alright guys, so that's the filter set up there. As you can see, there still is a little air pocket right there in this tube right here, but that'll go away over time. Sometimes it just takes a little while for that to go away. And then the last thing we need to do is just go ahead and put the lid on. And I tried to fit everything, including the heater and the filter, up on this side of the tank so that it's not so obvious when you look into the tank that that stuff is up there and you can see straight through to the wall behind. The only other thing I need to think about is what I'm gonna do with this wire, because of course that wire back there doesn't look very nice. I'll probably just flatten that down behind the tank, something like that I guess. And then I gotta figure out what to do with these wires so they're not just like sticking across the wall like that. And I'll figure something else out to replace that orange extension cord, because that doesn't look very nice either. But at least you can kind of get a gist for how things are gonna look. One other thing that I like to do with these AquaClear filters is I like to put one of these intake sponges on the intake, because my tanks are guppy tanks and the guppies breed, so there are a bunch of fry inside my tanks and I don't want those getting sucked up into the filter, so I always put one of these on. The reason I didn't put this on yet is I want to cut this down so it's a lot smaller, because if you look back there where the intake is, let me see if I can give you guys a good look. It's really close to that rock right there and really close to the edge of the aquarium. So I just want to cut the sponge down really small to prevent stuff getting sucked up in there. I'm not looking for a whole lot of surface area with this thing. I think there's plenty of biomedia inside the filter itself, so I'm not really looking to do any filtration with this. I'm using it more just to prevent fry from getting sucked up into the filter. But I'm really liking the way things are looking so far. Let me know down in the comments below what you guys think. I made a decision on the type of plant that I want to have, so I'm gonna order that soon and hopefully it'll be here in time for next week's video. And now because we have the filter in there, I haven't conditioned this water or anything. This is just straight tap water. It's been in here for about a week without a filter or anything. So I'm just gonna go ahead and add my water conditioner. By the way guys, I recently had an ammonia spike about a week ago in this 15 gallon. So I took most of the guppies out of here and put them into my 20 gallon. So that's why there's not a whole lot in there right now. I also let the algae just go crazy because that would help with the ammonia. It's still a mystery why I had that ammonia spike. It was really weird. But let's go check on my 20 gallon real quick. Alright, so here we are at the 20 gallon, and I actually got a question from Gustavus. So shout out to you, Gustavus. He asked me how quiet these filters are, and they are pretty quiet, and that's probably a question that a lot of people are wondering. They're not absolutely silent, but they are pretty quiet. But take a listen to this filter right here, and I just want to show you guys like a little secret. So if you take a listen to how this filter sounds, if you remove the lid, it gets a lot quieter. So check this out. So as you can see guys, it's a lot quieter without the lid, and I think the reason that it makes more noise with the lid on is because the plastic from the filter is vibrating and it's causing the lid to vibrate, and that's creating extra noise. And then that sound gets amplified inside the filter itself. So just a little heads up, in case you do get an AquaClear filter, you can reduce the noise by removing the lid. So as for my final review and opinion on the AquaClear filters, personally I think they're great. I haven't really had a problem with them. However, with my AquaClear 30, which is the one that I have on my 15 gallon tank, I've had this issue several times where either the power's gone out or I've accidentally unplugged the filter, and then when I plug it back in or the power comes back on, the filter doesn't start up the flow again. So it's happened before where I've woken up in the morning and the filter is just running dry and I have to go over there and prime it, and then it starts up the flow again. And for whatever reason, it's only happened with that one. It's never happened with the AquaClear 50 that I have on my 20 gallon. And I have seen online that other people have also had this problem. How common it is, I'm not really sure, but that's literally the one complaint I have. Apart from that, they've been great. But having said that, I have not tried out any other hang-on back filters, so I can't really say whether the AquaClear filters are better than other hang-on back filters on the market. I can say, however, that I do prefer them to some of the internal filters that I've had in the past, and I also prefer them to sponge filters, which I do have experience with, mostly because sponge filters just make so much noise. Especially when you're trying to sleep, sponge filters could be really noisy. And one more thing, I do not have any experience with any canister filters, so just keep those things in mind. But I do feel pretty confident in saying that if somebody came to me and said, hey, do you recommend AquaClear Aquarium filters? I could easily say that yes, I do. Apart from them being highly functional, I also think that they look pretty cool, and I like how the filter housing is see-through. So yeah guys, that's gonna be just about it for this video. So I'm not gonna be doing any other shoutouts in this video, video, but if you would like a shout out in next week's video, all you have to do is go down to the comments below and comment "I am an Aquamigo," and I will shout you out in my fish video next Friday. And if you did actually like this video, or if this video helped you out, I would really appreciate it if you went down there and gave this video a like. That would help me out so much. And if you would like to see more videos by me in the future, make sure you go down there and hit that subscribe button and also hit that bell notifications button. If you would like to follow me on Instagram, I'll go ahead and put my handle right here. It's at YT_Tobias. I try to post on Instagram every day, and I will talk to you guys in my next video. Peace.